I'm at the Great Salt Plains, and we are just a couple miles north and west of Jett, Oklahoma. We're gonna come back here at the end of the video, check all this out. But first, let's go to Jett and learn about the history of that town. Jett, Oklahoma is a town in Alfalfa County, which borders Kansas on the north and has a population of just under 5,700 for the entire county. Jett is in the eastern part of Alfalfa County. The community of Jett was founded by the Jett brothers, although they spelled their name with two T's. There were 6 unmarried brothers named Joseph, Trigg, Newt, Warner, John, and Richard, who established homesteads in the former Cherokee Outlet, and this was shortly after it was opened to settlement by non-Indians. They erected buildings and opened a general store, and the first post office was established in 1894, which was 3 years before Oklahoma gained statehood. The post office was moved from a place named Barrel Springs, which is about a mile and a half to the northeast. It incorporated in the year 1900. The Frisco Townsite Company, owned by the Denver, Enid, and Gulf Railroad, surveyed land about 2 miles west of the original town, and they relocated the entire town of Jett during 1905 and 1906. And then in 1907, which is the year Oklahoma gained statehood, there were 4 churches, many businesses, and a school in the town of Jett, and a population of just over 200. The population grew, and tourism was a little bit of a part of it because of the Great Plains National Refuge. And then the population started to dwindle after the 1940s, and then it went up just a little bit later in the 70s and 80s because there was a small oil boom in Jett. But the railroad stopped service in 1990s, and the population has started to dwindle significantly, and now it is down to 197. The first time I went was one of the early videos I did. I came out here with a really cheap drone and took some bad drone shots. So I thought I'd come back out and check this out again, especially since we're talking about Jett and we're literally right next to Jett. I've been to 3 salt plains in my life. I've been to Bonneville in Utah, which is where they try to break world record land speed records. And then I went to Uni, Bolivia, which is I think it's the largest salt flat in the world. I spent a couple days there, had a heck of a time. It was a remarkable place. If you ever see the pictures of the mirror images of, you know, those great mirror images out there, that's where it was. It's usually in Bolivia. I'm actually working on a video about that from 4 years ago that I've still not posted. Don't know when I'll get that done, but I am planning on getting a video about my trip to Bolivia done at some point. And it was a really cool trip. But we're here in Oklahoma at the Great Salt Plains, and this is the only place that you can actually dig for crystals. There's a lot of people here. It seems like to be a popular activity to do here in the Great Salt Plains. A lot of families here and people camping. But yeah, it's just an interesting place that you would never think that is in Oklahoma. It looks like another planet, and salt plains are, I've been to, are all interesting, and it's kind of fascinating how they developed from, so long ago when this used to be a sea, and now it's nothing but just flat, barren, basically like a desert of salt. So anyways, let's take the drone around and see what it looks like from that perspective. Maybe someday I'll get that video posted about my trip to the Bolivian salt flats.